we are going to look at the important news which are relevant for any competitive exams, more specifically when it comes to the UPSC exam. You can see the first headline: the Trinamool Congress MP Nusrat Jahan, she has been sorry, Mohua Moitra, Trinamool Congress MP, has been expelled. See, expelled is different from suspension. Suspension means it is only for a short period of time, or for a session for 1 year, 2 weeks, but expulsion is permanent. It is something rare when it happens that something of MP did something big wrong. But in this case, for a small, I think there is no proved evidence, but still she has been expelled from the Lok Sabha, which is, I think, in my view, it's not right, though it goes against the parliamentary practices, the fair democracy. Now, so we have to that in our constitution there is a specific provision. Whatever an MP has an utmost immunity and privilege, he or she can speak whatever in his mind. They can take vote. They can't be held accountable. So, and the Mahua Moitra, she has been a very good parliamentarian, raising critical questions on the government. And every see we can see nowadays, you can see the many of our MPs are sitting and coming without asking any questions to the government, which is not good for the democracy, not good for the people. Okay, now we move on to the next article. RBI repo rate at 6.5%. What is the repo rate? The repo rate is at which the RBI lends money to the banks. So the banks borrow at 6.5%. So they are going to give what something be higher than that, around 10% like that to customer. So if the repo rate is at 2%, the interest rate will come down of the banks. You need to remember it. So there is a relationship between repo rate and the interest rate. So if the interest rate is low, borrowings are more by the customer people. When the borrowings are more, expenditure is more. So we need to understand this cycle. So who decides the RBI repo rate? It is the RBI repo rate is decided by the Monetary Policy Committee. So which meets every quarter. Every quarter means 3 months, once in a year. So it is responsible for monitoring inflation. Monitoring inflation means we have fixed a target, 2% to 6%. Within that range, the RBI has to maintain the inflation. Now we are moving on to the next article. The Union government imposing the onion export ban. See, whenever the price rises, the government stops ban. Now we see our data mobile charges are rising. Is the government banning Geo? Our our shoes are price are rising. Is the government banning shoe export? But when it comes to farmer commodities, the government is arbitrarily restricting the export of rice, restricting the export of wheat, restricting the export of onion. See, in our country, the farmer's voice is crushed at every part, every stage. The farmers don't get. Even I am also a farmer son. The farmers in our country don't get. Suppose a farmer cultivates rice, he gets 1,000 rupees per bag, but a trader gets 1,000 for just exchanging that bag, just marketing, processing. Now we are moving on to the fifth article. Zoram People's Movement leader Lal Duma is the new Chief Minister of Mizoram. In the earlier video we have discussed how Chief Minister is elected and various provisions related to Chief Minister. I request you all to watch that video. So the Zoram People's Movement, the party symbol is hat. In case if some exam they ask you, it's better if you know the location of Mizoram. It shares boundary with, I think, both Bangladesh and Myanmar. Like that, which national parks are there? Dampa Tiger Reserve. So whenever there is some news, don't go what is given in the newspaper. You need to have some curiosity. Where is Mizoram? Why it is famous? What's special about it? So you need to go some extra, then only you have better capacity of retention. So the next statement is Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy resigns from Lok Sabha. So earlier he was a member of Lok Sabha. So you all know that no MLA or MP in your country can be a member of two houses. they can only have single membership. So as he became elected as an MLA, so if you want to be an MLA, he has to resign from Lok Sabha seat. Now we are moving on to the next article, Dev Bhumi. I think we all know that present the Uttarakhand Global Investor Summit is happening at Dehradun. So Uttarakhand is called as Dev Bhumi. Now we have seen the recent Silk Air tunnel collapse, the Chardham project, where the various rivers flowing from there, or it is Lal Bahadur Shastri Academy is at Dehradun. Sorry, it is at Mussoorie. Indian Military Academy is at Dehradun. So you must be knowing the various important places in Dehradun, the hills, the valleys related, rivers related, about geography. So the news is about the Prime Minister visit to Uttarakhand. When you the Uttarakhand name comes to your mind, you must be able to recollect everything. The hills. Now there is one word called the Rajasthan police in hot pursuit of in something the news. Hard pursuit means something we will seriously pursue. So we should also seriously pursue our goal. So for our dream to achieve that, we should become officer. We should serve our country. Yesterday we have got the result of mains result UPSC. So tomorrow, the next year, our name should be there. That should be our goal. There was an important editorial about antimicrobial resistance. Actually, this question has been asked in some years before in the UPSC mains. So antimicrobial resistance is means we take a medicine. That medicine will help us to overcome the fever or some disease or something. But imagine a situation where the medicines won't work. That is called antimicrobial resistance. That means that so at a point of time when we overuse, that will not work. If possible, I will try to make a detailed video on antimicrobial resistance. This is very good article. Please read about it. The Indo-Sri Lankan relations. It is comparing the India's relations with Bangladesh. About the possibility of building a bridge from Dhanushkodi to via the Ram Setu. So though and Sri Lanka's largest source of revenue is tourism, and majority of the largest number source of tourists are from India. For India, which country? So India is a we get lot of tourists from different parts of the world. From where we get large number of tourists? This kind of question will come. So Bangladesh is the largest source of tourists for India. For Sri Lanka, it is India. Actually, India-Bangladesh relations are on a good side. We have the largest trade partner in the Southeast Asia region is Bangladesh. For us, for India, we have a lot of energy transmission projects. So the author of the editorial is also talking of similar energy transition agreements. Amit Shah, while attending the AB conference, he spoke of 3D model to check infiltration, where infiltration means some other state people, other country people coming to our country, infiltration, Gusna. So he talked of a 3D model. What is the 3D model? Detect, detect, destroy, deport. It, how we are going to stop actually the Assam issue also we have know how the illegal migrants they change the demography like that. Now due to the wheat stock limit is capped at 1,000 tons. So the traders know nobody can hold the stock beyond 1,000 tons. And now the government is also thinking of open market sale from its storages, FCA storages. So we all need to know the food security of the country is very much important. The role of FCA, Food Corporation of India, and the questions like which are the following countries the largest producer of wheat? The largest producer of wheat is China, and the second largest is India, and the largest exporter of wheat is Russia. So you always must know. So you are very brilliant, you are very bright. Out of excitement, you may mark the answer wrongly. So you have to know what they're asking. Whether they're asking largest exporter or largest producer or largest importer of wheat. So this kind of the you know the information, but reading question is very important. Reading question and options. Now we have another news item: sickle cell disease. So this has been asked in this year prelims. Actually, the sickle cell disease is affecting the tribal people. It is genetically inherited from parents to children, and it affects the absorption of oxygen by red blood cells. And so, regarding this, I request you all, National Mission for Elimination of Sickle Cell Anemia. So, just to follow the government schemes by going through the official health website, health ministry website. With this, I conclude today's news analysis. Thank you all for watching. If you like it useful, please share with your friends. And if you have any suggestions, please share in the comment box. Thank you.